What's going on, YouTube? My name is Kells. This is Kells Saber Vault, and we are going to be talking about the Damiensaber Neopixel Lightsaber. They didn't have a specific name for this hilt online. Couldn't find one. But it's very reminiscent of the Vega hilt. You know that one. We're gonna be talking about the features of this today, showing you guys some of the sound fonts that it has on it, and just giving my basic overall impression. I've had this since Christmas. My girlfriend got it for me for like as a gift. I've had some time with it, gotten to use it a fair amount, and gather my initial impressions. So to start, I'm going to show you guys how to take it apart, so that way you can get to the Xenopixel core. This is the Xenopixel V2 board. I believe it's the same as the Dark Wolf Sabers. So if they release any updates for it on their website, you can go ahead and install those updates on this board. It's the same board. They've received all the updates, but you should get it fully updated in the box like I did. So to start, we're gonna go ahead and unscrew it. Pretty simple. Just unscrew the bottom part of the hilt, and it pulls off. That reveals your board. You can see the SD card, and on the other side, you can see the battery. So to get this board out, notice you won't be able to just pull it out. There's these two screws on the back. You're going to go ahead and take the Allen key that came with the Saber, knock everything over as I do it. And then your core should just slide out like so. This is your core. It's got your button, your charger port. It's got the NeoPixel connectors up top, speaker down at the bottom, and your SD card, which holds all your sound fonts. To get to the SD card, you're going to want to take the battery out first. So I just go ahead and I prop it out. So I just use the Allen key to prop out the battery, and it comes out no problem. And then you're going to go over to the SD card. You're going to pull it, push it up. And then it's going to pop up like that. You can just let the SD card fall out. And the Saber should come with an SD card reader like this. You just plug this into your computer, the SD card in it, and you should be able to read whatever files you need, change anything, add sound fonts, whatever you need to do. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Put it back in. You're just going to have it propped up. You're going to lay the SD card flat, push it down, and make sure it locks. Then you can go ahead and put in the battery. And I always like to make sure it powers on no problem. If there's an issue, it'll say like SD card error, or it won't power on, and then you know you've got an issue. So to put it back in to the hilt, it's pretty simple. Just line up the buttonhole. You'll notice it won't be flush, don't worry. When you turn it over and you screw in that long screw from before, it'll become flush.
Second screw.
And you're good. Then you can just take the bottom of the hilt, screw that back in like so. To make sure it's tight. That way it doesn't come undone when I'm spinning or playing with it. And this goes into the perfect time to show you guys some of the functions without the blade in, kind of how to run through the menus and stuff like that. So to adjust the volume, you're going to press and hold this button for one flash. And here, mute,
Volume high.
volume high. Now to go ahead and adjust the, I guess, blade style, you're going to press and hold for 2 flashes.
Ghost blade. Steady. Fire blade. Steady.
And then 3 flashes will change your ignition.
Photon ignition. Warp ignition. Phaser ignition. Scavenger ignition. Hunter ignition. Standard blade.
And then 4 flashes won't really flash on the 4th one. It'll just change the sound font.
The Knight.
Now to put the blade in, fairly simple. You're gonna make sure your connectors are clean. Put it in. You're gonna feel that resistance. As soon as you feel that resistance, you're gonna stop because you don't want to push it down too hard. Those connectors get squished. It'll effect on how the LEDs are displaying. So you're gonna take your screw right into the middle hole. When you're screwing this in, you want to make sure you don't do it too tight. You don't want to cause any damage to the blade, but you want it to just be in there nice and snug. All right, so now I'm going to go over some of the profiles and the blade styles, ignitions, all of that. So this is an Obi-Wan font. Pretty simple, pretty basic. If you press the button once, you'll get blaster deflects. If you press and hold for 1 second, you'll get tip drag. Two seconds will activate color change. The color will start changing. It'll just cycle through, and then you can press the button again when you've got the color that you want. It's got flash on clash. And then if you want to do a lockup, you're going to hit and press the button and hold it at the same time. And then you've also got your force flicker, I guess. And you've also got motion control. You can stab it on. And twist off. You can also twist on, I believe. Yep. Now I'll go over through some of the sound fonts.
The Dark Empress.
And this has that fire blade.
The Sun.
This is Luke.
The Third Hunter.
This is the third sister, so I believe it's Reva. And she's the Inquisitor. So I think she's the one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
The Master.
Master, I believe this is Yoda. Or it might be Qui-Gon. Yeah, it's Qui-Gon.
The Dark Lord Order.
This is Vader. What I like about this one is when I activate it, the color will go up very slowly, kind of like how his does in the movies.
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
This is Cal Kestis. And that is the broken ignition font with, I want to say it's the unstable blade.
The Princess.
This is Leia. I hit my knee.
Double Agent.
This is Revan. I don't necessarily like the sounds in this one too much.
Truly Lost.
This is Dark Cal. It's got a fire blade as well.
The Senate.
This is Palpatine. And that has the scavenger ignition.
Bounty.
This is Ahsoka from the Mandalorian series.
The Count.
This is Count Dooku.
Hatred.
Hatred. I'm not entirely sure who this is.
The Champion.
This is Mace.
The Dark Lord Revisited.
This is another Vader. I'm trying to do the lockup.
The Learner.
This is Ezra from Rebels.
The Second.
This is the second sister from Fallen Order.
The Teacher.
This is Yoda.
chosen.
And then this is Anakin.
The Knight.
And then this is Kylo Ren, and it has the broken ignition. Can also do
Hunter ignition.
Hunter ignition. Which I kind of feel like suits this one better. And yeah, there's a brief rundown of some of the sound fonts that are on the Saber. I'll have a link in the description down below, so that way you can check it out for yourselves on their website. Please feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more.